Mount Lemmon, a place that I visit certainly quite often, and a place that I come up to visit to continue my studies on plant medicine and foraging. Mount Lemmon is a beautiful mountain to study on because of the different ecosystems that range the higher you climb up in elevation. Even with driving as little as 500 feet in elevation up, you will see a complete change in the ecosystem from the dry desert of the Sonoran Desert down below, all the way up to the beautiful pine forests up above. Summerhaven is a small town at the top of the mountain. Many people come up here for skiing, to have lunch, or to try the infamous cookie cabin. But I'm up here for something else, and that something can be found in the heart of nature. Greetings everybody and welcome to Powerful Plant Allies. We're up here on Mount Lemmon by Marshall Gulch and we're looking for some yarrow. And it just happens to be the day I come up where we got hit with such a huge but beautiful monsoon storm. So walking up and down the path here and even driving up, the flash flooding is crazy right now. And yarrow grows up here in some spots in abundance, and in other parts it's a little bit more scarce. So we're gonna have a little bit of an adventure today, kind of walking along this path, seeing if we can find some yarrow, and then hopefully talking about it. And it's beautiful. I'll get some shots of the streams and the flooding and stuff. Just magnificent up here. It's about 60 degrees right now up here, and down in Tucson it's like 105. So like the temperature change, I had to bring a long sleeve shirt because it was so rapid. Every time I drive up the mountain, it just blows me away, the transition in the ecosystem. So let's get going on the adventure. Fingers crossed, we'll find some yarrow. So we're about a mile down the road from the last time I pulled out the camera, and take a look at what's behind me. Amazing, amazing. This road has waterfalls left and right. It's just so magical. Amazing. We got a flowing stream right here. So cool. This is what the adventure is all about, friends. You know you've found something that you love to do when you're 5 years into the journey of doing that thing, and it still feels so new and beautiful and fresh. That's the path of herbalism for me. Every time I come out here, it's like seeing everything for the first time again. So always follow your dreams, follow your passions. Your passions are your purpose here on this earth. And don't waste another day not embodying those passions, because it's very important for your own happiness and to share that passion with the world. So. Well, after about 3 miles along this beautiful road, side to side waterfalls and streams, I finally found a beautiful, small, but beautiful patch of young yarrow. Now, you may not be able to see the yarrow sitting next to me, or growing next to me, but I'll insert some cut-in shots so you can. Now, yarrow is one of the first plant allies that I ever learned how to identify back on Long Island. Her scientific name is Achillea millefolium. And whenever I imagined doing the yarrow video, I never imagined doing it with this much beauty and this much wetness and beautiful vibration around me. I have no words to describe the excitement that I have right now, just being out here, being with the beautiful flowing water, the flowing streams, the waterfalls, the monsoon rain that just came in. It's just, that's what it's all about, baby. All about the adventure, coming out here, walking through nature, like the hunt for Yarrow, looking at every crack and crevice of nature, trying to find this plant, and then when you finally do, it's so rewarding. So let's talk about her identification features. Achillea plants have been known to produce fern-like, deeply dissected, aromatic green foliage. They are easily identified by their tiny, long-lasting white flowers that grow in clusters and they are present throughout the entire summer season. The flower heads of the plant are large, compact clusters at the top of the stem. Each cluster contains one or more flower heads. The flower heads, they consist of 25 to 30 white ray flowers. The flowers in the northern hemisphere usually bloom anywhere between April to September, and here you can pretty much find them flowering, I'd say, from January all the way up until, I'd say, October up here when it gets really, really cold. The leaves are 7 to 12 centimeters long, and they grow in an alternate fashion along the plant stem and contain many leaflets on each side of the midrib. The leaves are pinnately lobed, which means that they grow on each side of the central axis, like a feather. The leaflets are divided into even smaller leaflets. This gives their delicate fern-like appearance. Now, a full-grown yarrow can grow anywhere between 1 to 3 feet in height. This plant prefers sunny locations on sandy soil. However, it can also grow in partial sun conditions as well. You can spot yarrow along roadsides, in fields, waste areas, canyon bottoms, and on lawns. It grows pretty much all throughout North and South America, and you can also find this in Europe, Asia, Australia, and Africa. The leaves can be eaten when they're raw or after you cook them. It's not a leaf that I don't think many would like. It's quite astringent, but you can in fact eat the leaves. And you can also use the beautiful flowers. So now that you know how to successfully identify yarrow, you know what comes next. Let's talk about the good stuff. Let's talk about her medicinal benefits. And I'm gonna do some voiceover work here because I'm trying to shout over this waterfall. I don't know if I'm talking too loud, but just for the sake of your patience, and if it's too loud, I'm just gonna do some voiceover work. So let's talk about the medicinal benefits now.
Yarrow is one of the most antiseptic plants known to man. You can use the oil from the plant or the juice from the freshly crushed leaves to apply on cuts, scrapes, and skin abrasions. It can be used to fight infections. Yarrow contains many antimicrobial properties. Not only can it be used to fight external infections, but internal infections as well. It's a powerhouse herb for fighting colds, fevers, and flus. This medicine ally also heats the body temperature up and induces sweating, therefore helping to fight any virus that you may be facing. A tea of the flowers and the leaves can be infused. The tea helps with upper respiratory phlegm. You can also use it externally as a wash for eczema. The tea also fights colds, fevers, and influenza, as well as being a powerful urinary tract cleanser and diuretic. For asthma, you can boil the flowers in hot water and breathe in the steam to alleviate any symptoms. As famously referred in Greek mythology with Achilles, you can use yarrow to stop bleeding. Crush up the leaves and apply them directly to the hurt area. Yarrow has antispasmodic properties. Due to this, if you consume the plant fresh or via infusion, it can stop the involuntary spasms brought on by indigestion. This also treats leaky gut and diarrhea. A tisane, tea, or tincture of the leaves and flowers can be used as a treatment for urinary tract infections, especially severe and lingering cases. Yarrow has anti-inflammatory properties, as well as also being classified as a stimulant. The leaves can be chewed or steeped as a tea before meals, and the plant will act as a digestive bitter. A tincture of the plant can be used as a mosquito repellent. Yarrow is also a popular garden plant. It will attract many beneficial pollinators and has many different flower color varieties. Now, as with any form of medicine, let's talk about the cautions that you need to be aware of before taking Yarrow. Do not use Yarrow when on any anticoagulant medications. Yarrow is used to slow down blood clotting. If you use this plant with anticoagulant medications, you could run the risk of bleeding. Women who are pregnant should avoid Yarrow at all costs. Studies are being done to see if the plant can possibly cause a miscarriage. While no studies have been done to prove if Yarrow is dangerous to take while breastfeeding, you should avoid its use to be safe. Yarrow has an effect which can lower the blood pressure. Do not take this plant while using over-the-counter or prescribed medications for the same purpose. If you have an allergic reaction to the plant, stop its use immediately. For certain people, Yarrow may have a sedative effect. It may induce severe drowsiness. If you have this experience with the plant, stop its use immediately.
Wow. Friends, I have absolutely no words right now. I am usually left speechless when I come into nature anyway, but this has just been such a transformative experience. I don't know if you can see the waterfall behind me. I know it's focused on me, but just sitting by the stream. If any of you know me personally, you know how much I love running streams and waterfalls. I find such healing and solace near them, and just being out here, smelling the petrichor of the earth, the smell of the earth after it rains, there's just nothing like it. And this is why I do these videos. I love coming out here. I love going on adventures. It's a deep passion of mine, and I hope it excites you too, and it gets you wanting to go out into nature and identify plants. And not just identifying plants, just being a nature lover in general. Just going out and just seeing the natural world for the way it was supposed to be viewed. Totally natural, totally bare, just beautiful earth all around. No concrete jungles out here, no cell service, nothing. Just beautiful nature. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As with any type of plant harvest, always do it with respect. Sit with the plant if you're going to harvest it. Like right now, it took me quite some time to find some yarrow. I know if I went up a little bit, there's a whole huge patch, a whole huge field of them. But right here, I had to walk a little bit down this road, a few miles actually, to find just a small patch. So I myself am not going to harvest from the plants today, but always sit with the plants, ask permission, meditate with them, give them some good Reiki, some good energy, whatever feels right, whatever you're called to, and form a relationship with the plants and with the earth. It's very important. Open up your heart to the earth, and she is going to speak to you. I promise you that. As with starting any form of medicine, whether that's plant or pharmaceutical, always talk to your doctor or physician. You can also find a local herbalist that knows the plants inside and out, and you can communicate with them. And you may go to them with a specific ailment that you may think yarrow is good for, but they may have recommendations for other plants that they may think would work better, and they might actually. So always find a local herbalist. You know your body better than anybody else. Do your own research. Take care of yourself. Know what you put into your body. Don't just unconsciously harvest plants or just pick up some herbs from the store and not know their dangers and their cautions as well, because they can interfere with certain types of medication if you're on any medication. Thank you guys. I'm so grateful to be here with you today. I'm so grateful to be out here today. You guys take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next journey. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this yarrow video with anybody that you know is currently learning about herbs or learning about yarrow. Maybe they'll find this helpful. And you take care of yourself. Namaste.